Laila, can you hear me?
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Laila, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so now we will learn these types of visual aids. The first one is charts, second flashcards, posters, cartoons, and models. So in this next slide, you can see the charts. Can you define the charts, please, Laila?
Should I read?
No, you have to give definition for the charts. What is charts?
Charts. I don't know. Maybe it is some kind of figures, which can be helped to describe some kind of information. For example, köpünce ne de onun informasiya televizorlarda berediku with the faizle bilen.
Yes, you will, for example, if you want to teach your learners with charts, you can include the percentages, numbers, and you can compare the numbers or you can compare some situations, and you can see here in the shapes, and in this next slide, it is narrative chart, yes? And it's like there you can see the lines, the numbers, the percentages, and you can give the exact and accurate information if you use charts in your lessons. So next one, it is tabulation charts and flow charts. You can see in this slide the flow charts. And it is very useful for showing the order of the information in the text, or a tabulation chart can be very useful for showing the exact numbers, the percentages about the countries or other things. And
I think it is flow charts can help us giving information step by step.
Yes, you can give the information step by step. And for example, the ingredients or the method of cooking can be shown by flow chart. Yes, if you want to teach your learners how to cook some food, for example, you can use the flow chart. Yes?
Yes.
And next one. This one, flashcards. Flashcard, you can see here the cards, and in the flashcards, the pictures, different pictures. They can be about nature, animals, vegetables, or the colors. And you can write the name of the things, like name of the animal, the vegetable, or the color. And you can make your learners play some kind of games with flashcards during the lesson. For example, you may bring these flashcards in order to brainstorm your learners' mind. Yes, for example, they learned some new vocabulary in the previous lesson, and in order to recall these new words, you can use the flashcards in your lessons.
It will be so yodda kalarlı болады hem dese.
Yes. They can memorize all the things very quickly.
Oh.
And posters. I guess all of you know what is poster, yes? Because in all the lessons, during the lessons, you try to make posters. What is poster? What is poster?
Sorry, I don't know poster. What is it?
Poster. You prepared a lot of posters for speaking, for integrated skills course, for example, last year. In the posters, you can write the information, or you can stick some pictures, photos on the posters in order to represent the topic. And you will give information, or you will explain the topic by looking at your posters. Yes, it's very interesting, and you can attract your audience attention to your speech if you use the posters in the lessons. So as a teacher, you may use this kind of posters for your classroom. It's very effective for taking the attention of your learners. So the next one, it is cartoons. What is cartoon?
Cartoons is a type of visual video. It is useful for children's.
Yes, the
And
cartoons consists of different animations. Yes, the animations change, and you can explain something. For example, they can learn some new vocabulary. For example, they are taken from real life examples in the cartoons. Gülşada. Gülşada, can you hear me?
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon. Why?
Yes.
Why are the cartoons very interesting and engaging for some young learners? Why are they
Of course.
interesting?
That's why most of the children like watching cartoons. That's why in the cartoons they such kind of interesting animations use it.
Yes, different animations are used, and the situations can give them real life examples to, or also they will learn authentic speech from the cartoons. Yes, the learners. The next one, it is models. Bagdagul is here. Yes, she's here. Bagdagul, can you hear me? Bagdagul, do you want to speak? Bagdagul. No, yes, okay. Gülşada, what is model? We know this word, role models, yes? Who is role model for us?
Model is the the picture of the such kind of things that made by people looks like the things in real life. It can be picture or the other things, plastic things.
Yes.
Other.
They are. You can bring these models for the lesson in order to teach your learners. For example, you can make the models of different animals or the cars, vegetables, or fruits. Yes. And you may bring it to the lesson, and you can teach your learners with the use of models. And especially, you know, in IT classes, the models of robots are used, yes?
Yes.
Robots.
Robots and computers or houses and anything. And we can use the models of anything.
Yes. So the next one is about projector aids. What is projector aid? What is projector? We use it in our lectures, for example. What is projector?
Projector. Okay.
Here, so there are two types of visual projector aids. The first one, it is overhead projector, and the second one is PowerPoint presentation. If you look at this picture, is it visible for everyone? The picture?
Yes, yes.
So you can see the picture, and it is overhead projector. Mostly in order to show the picture or the presentations or the videos on the screen, we use overhead projectors. Mostly this kind of projectors are used during the lectures, yes? By the lecturers.
Yes.
So the next one, it is PowerPoint presentation. I guess all of you know the PowerPoint presentation, because during the classes you try to make PowerPoint presentations in order to explain the topic, yes? And here the some rules for making PowerPoint presentation. The first one, you have to use the very big enough font, and you have to keep the background simple. Why? Because you shouldn't use very bright colors like red, yellow, or the green, because it will be some disturbing, and your learners' attention will be on the colors, on the decoration of your PowerPoint presentation. That's why you have to make it simple. And sometimes you have to use animations, but not very often. And you have to use bullets to make it simple and easy. Who is going to speak? No one? So that's the end of our presentation. Now we will look through the another file here. This one. In our website here, you can find another material, lesson material about of using the visual aids and flashcards.
Flashcard.
What is flashcard? So just a minute. Now I will open it, then we will read the information together. Now I will share it with you and we will learn it together. And here, lesson material. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Now, opening. Here, visuals in the classroom. Here, the first one. Introduction, the importance of visuals. And activity 1, description of a picture. What is picture? So here you can see the class is divided into 2 groups. The teacher shows a picture to one member of each group for a few seconds. Then they have to describe it in English to their respective groups. The teacher waits some minutes till the groups finish drawing the picture. The winning group is that whose picture is more similar to the original one. The element of challenge is present in this activity in order to make the description as motivating as possible. So if you use the pictures, this activity can be very helpful for you. In your classrooms, you can use it. And the next one, sometimes we have to use flashcards, as I mentioned it, yes. So here it's given some information for the use of flashcard in your English classrooms. So flashcard is a type of card in which some visual element appears. It can be a picture, a photograph, or even a text. Flashcards have to be large enough for students to see them clearly. Even if they are far from them, they have also to be well cut out and well colored in order to be easy to recognize. The name of the object can be also added. They have the advantage that the teacher can prepare them at home so they can be more attractive. The teacher can colorful than a picture on the blackboard. Another advantage is that they can be used by the teacher more than once in the classroom. It also happens with most visual aids such as wall charts, sliders, pictures, and it is surely a feature of every activity that the teacher has to bear in mind. If an activity can be used more than once by the teacher, it will be more suitable than other activities than only can be used once. So if you use the flashcards, you have to make them very colorful because they have to be very visible, and you can use them several times in your lessons, and you have to choose them according to your topic. So next one, it's about overhead projectors. We learned it, and Blackboard use. And Blackboard also is very useful. You know, without Blackboard, sometimes the lessons can be difficult. I mean, the explanation of the topic can be very difficult, especially for very large classrooms. Here, it's the definition of Blackboard use. The Blackboard is one of the most useful of visual aids. It's always available in the classroom and it can be used for many purposes without special preparation. Yes, and it should make things clear to the class, but unfortunately, many teachers use it badly. There are three main principles, which are very basic, but teachers and future teachers need to take them always into account. So you are also future teachers and you have to take into account these principles. The first one, write clearly and large enough for all the students to read what you are writing. So when you write on the blackboard, you're writing your sentences should be large enough for all the students. Why? Because it's also visual aid, and all the students should read and write on the blackboard. It should be very visible. Stand on a side, not hiding what you are writing. So you should stand on one side because they have to see your writings on the board. Talk as you write in order to involve students as much as possible. So you shouldn't be very silent while you are writing because they will make noise if they are very young learners or they talk to each other during the lesson and while you are writing. That's why while writing the information on the board, you have to explain it. Understandable? So, and here you can see types of visual skills practices. So this, Gülşada, do you want
description of no
of a picture?
Description.
So, description of a picture, the parts of the body, the dots chart, the bridge isles, keep talking, what are the differences? This is criteria for judging the effectiveness of aids. Here, it's about types of visuals, pictures, Pictures can be very useful for speaking and vocabulary grammar, and wall charts can be very useful for reading and vocabulary, and charts also can be useful for reading grammar, and wall chart is used for speaking because they can discuss the information on the wall chart. And flashcards is very interesting. It's very useful for brainstorming, and you can use it for speaking, vocabulary, and grammar. And the slides can be very useful for speaking because when you explain the topic, you will use PowerPoint presentation. Yes, on the slides, there will be very important information and vocabulary, grammar, in order to show some grammar rules, and in order to do some grammar exercises, you can use the slides as well. And now I will share one activity. Just a minute. Now I will share the screen. It is our activity, storytelling carnival crime. What is carnival? Here, you can see Steve, man in a costume, and it's an hotel, and Chase, Kelly, Diana Diamond, and the end the code. So activity 1, join up the pictures in the correct order, and there you will make up a story if you put these pictures in the correct order. Can you put it now in the correct order? Is it visible, guys? For example, Steve, you can use them as a visual aid, like a flashcard or a handout. So it's our first activity. Who can put them in the correct order, and you will make up a story. The first one will be Shahnoza. Can you try? Shahnoza. No one. Maksud, are you here? Maksud.
Okay, so let's make any type.
Which one?
I thought all of them are related, and there was a man called Steve, and she just found or just came across the bag of diamonds according to the picture, and he or just he considered or just planned to book a hotel called Rio, and just Kelly and someone is and friend Steve lost their bag, which is full in diamonds, and the picture is with Diana Diamond. Just reminds me just music, and yeah, because it looks just
So thank you for your story. You tried very well, and I guess it can be very interesting for all, and this activity is very useful for brainstorming. Yes, so here are another activities. These activities can be homework for you to your Telegram group. I will send this worksheet, and you have to do them at home, or you can work with your peers by calling each other, and you can do this home task, these activities, okay, at home. Do you have any questions about the topic and about the activity?